Hi everyone, welcome back. This video is going to be a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with kind of a more simple look, still fun, and using lots of color and just making it a little more festive. And then I'm going to show you how I would take that to a more medium look and then to a full-on bold glam look. It is Saturday. It's Saturday afternoon, actually. I'm getting ready to go out. I'm singing at my church's Christmas tree lighting, and then I have a holiday party after that I'm going to. So I want to be a little more festive, and we're just gonna see how this works out. Okay, so I am still hanging on to this Miracle Prep primer here. You guys, I can't even tell you how much I love this thing, and every video I've filmed since I've gotten it, I say, I'm almost running out, or it's almost out. Like, I'm digging in here for this. I need to find it somewhere in the US because I bought it in London, and I need it. It's the most amazing eyeshadow primer, especially when you have shimmery eyeshadows you're using. It's a little sticky. It helps everything stick. And I don't know, I think it works miracles. I've used this and been out all day and even into the night, and the eyeshadow is still holding on strong. So I just put that on everywhere I think I'm going to put eyeshadow. So this is the Max Factor Miracle Prep eyeshadow primer. I bought it in London. I need to get more. One day I'm going to stop saying that and actually get more. Okay, so I'm wearing pink pants, these pink corduroy pants tonight. And in the Huda palette, there's so many options. And how am I going to take this from simple glam to full-on glam? This is a good question. I have to be honest with you guys. I came into this with zero idea of what I'm going to do. This is absolutely 100%. I don't know what I'm going to do. So let's have a little fun. I'm taking my BH Cosmetics. See, all the numbers are ripped off of this, but it's just a big fluffy shadow brush. And my cleaner from Color Switch that I got in my FabFitFun box. It's just like a little cleaner thing, and it just kind of cleans off my brush. Okay, pink pants. I think even though it is going to be a glam look, I'm going to start out with Off Balance. Okay, so it's a little bit neutral. I was debating between Off Balance and Libra. Libra's more violet. Off Balance is a little more rosy, but also just a little more towards the neutral side. And I'm just going to take it. I've been loving this technique lately. Instead of going into the crease, I go above the crease with this fluffy brush. So it still gives this kind of nice diffused look. It's not really concentrating the powder in any one spot, but I really feel like it opens my eyes. In fact, since this is like holiday looks, and I know lots of people this year for New Year's are doing 1920s because it's 2020, this is the way flappers would have done their eye makeup. They would have taken it and really blended it up toward the eyebrow up here, and it kind of gives you almost a doe-eyed look, especially if you use like a black or a brown, a dark color. For me today, I'm just doing this as my kind of transition shade. I always do my transition shade first, and then I will go back in with like the highlighter under eyebrow shade. So in the Huda Beauty palette, it's Momentum that I use. And it's just a peachy creamy color. It's light on me. It's really kind of comes off as skin tone. And the reason why I do that is I like to see where my line is. I mean, I can see my eyebrow, of course, but I like to see my eyeshadow line, so I really know where I want to concentrate this kind of highlight under the eyebrow. And then I'll go back in with this fluffy brush and just blend it a little bit more. Okay, so how do we make this festive and not just everyday? So Hot Mess, really pretty. I'm just gonna pat it on the eyelid. So that's that. I just put it on the eyelid. You can see there's a gap in the crease. Just slightly. So what I'm gonna do, because this is still gonna be a festive look, just a little more tamed festive look, I'm going to take my favorite, every video I have to say this, my favorite shadow crease brush from BH Cosmetics. These two combined are really like holy grail. I mean, they're not expensive brushes, guys, and I wish I had the numbers still, but they are totally off. I love them together, the big fluffy one and the little fluffy one. So I'm gonna take it, and this is where I'm gonna make it a little more festive, but not too crazy for the more natural look, holiday look. I'm gonna take Vortex, and I'm just going to tap it. In fact, I'm going to show you how I tap it, just so you can see, because I don't want a whole lot. So I'm gonna take Vortex, and I'm just gonna give it a little tap. Just a little, like one tap on it. It's not a very powdery formula anyway, so it doesn't pick up a lot, and I just want it a tiny bit on the tip of my brush, and I'm gonna just start here on the outer corner, and that's really where I'm gonna lay down the color, and just do little tiny circles, and then blend it in a little bit into the crease. Just a tiny bit. And you'll see it really just kind of gives a little bit of depth here to the eye. Okay, I think I'll put a tiny bit more and maybe place it a little bit higher. What I'm essentially doing is I'm just building this up. I don't want to start with like a lot on my brush because I want to really have a say in how it's placed. And if I start with a ton of eyeshadow on my brush, it's just gonna kind of go everywhere, and I don't have a lot of control. So this is giving me some good control. Okay. The other thing I think with this first look is I'm gonna then make it a little smudgy and not line my eyes at all. So I'm just gonna keep blending here. And you can see I'm just slowly working my way towards the center. And now it's just lightly filled in. Whereas before there was a little gap, now it's filled in, but it's mostly concentrated down here. So the same thing on this side. But you'll notice I'm really kind of stopping in the center. I did not go all the way over. I feel like when I go all the way over, it makes my eye look smaller. Almost really, I'm mimicking the same shape I made with the transition color. Kind of smoky. I'm going into Vortex still, and I'm just going to blend it very lightly on the lash line, the lower lash line. I am in my eyelashes, okay? not under. I mean, some of it does go under, but right now I'm really putting this in my eyelashes, almost as if it's a liner. So I could stop here and totally be cool with this for my basic look. I would put some mascara on and that would be it. If I wanted to take it just a little bit further, I would put Cosmic in the inner corner. If you look, I mean, a full matte look is really pretty and a smoky matte look is pretty. But if you wanted, what I would do, I have this brush from BH Cosmetics. Ooh, this is the 11 brush. I hardly use it. It's a little bigger than I like, but I do think it does a really great job of doing the inner corner. So I just dip it in Cosmic and just lightly put it right almost in the tear duct area of the inner corner, and then blend up ever so slightly. What it's going to do is just give a little subtle highlight right there. And with the dark on this side and the light on this side, your eye just really opens up. So again, just right here, blending ever so slightly up. And down a little bit too. Okay, so that's my kind of normal subtle look. Let me go in. I'm not going to put mascara on for this because I hate doing more eyeshadow when I already have mascara on. So imagine the mascara, okay? Okay, so to bring this then to a medium level, what I would do is I would take a little bit of, I have options here. I want to use some of these glitters and shimmers. I probably would use either Supernova, which is right here, or Galaxy. Supernova is pink, rose colored. Galaxy is gold colored. I think maybe I'm going to go with Galaxy. Okay. So I'm going to take this same flat brush that I used to pack on Hot Mess, and I am going to spray it. Excuse me. I'm going to spray it. Okay, just with the little Fix Plus, spray it and go into Galaxy. I really want to make sure it sticks. And since I already have some shimmer in the inner corner, I'm just going to pick it up right there and continue out. Just kind of blending it lightly on, right there. Just to give me a little bit more. This gives it a little more glam. I am gonna spray my eyes to help it stick. Okay, for the medium look, I would 100% line my eyes. So let's go ahead and do that. I've been using this liner by MAC. It's a brush liner. I prefer brush liners, you guys. I just like the flexibility of them. I don't understand how people can use felt liners. Okay, so I always start on the inside and just go right along the lash line. I've never tried to talk and do this at the same time. And you'll see I didn't even really finish down here. I just kind of did that inner part first. I want a place to connect to. So that's my starting point. Now I need to make my second point. The trick I learned a long time ago, probably on YouTube somewhere, is to follow your lower lash line up towards your eyebrow. So see, I just put a line up towards my eyebrow, and now I have where I'm going to connect. And I made that a little more dramatic than I intended to, but that's okay. I don't mind a dramatic wing. You don't have to go out as far if you don't want to. In fact, sometimes it's really pretty just to do a little itty bitty flick. And I just connect on down. Because my eyes are semi-hooded, I try to stay under that line where my eyes crease. When I do that, it helps keep them open. And then it's just like coloring in. Sometimes I feel like it needs a little bit more, so I'll go back, but I actually think this looks really nice just like this. So I'm going to try to do the other side. This is the side I have trouble with. All right, I think that's a job well done. Oh my gosh, let me get closer. So this would be my medium look. We added some shimmer, we did some eyeliner. Still no mascara, because to take it to that next level, that full glam, I am going to do a couple more things. I am going to take my little pencil brush and I'm going to go in with, I think Off Balance. I'm not even going to bother to clean it. And now I'm going to put a little more under my eye. This time I am going on the skin underneath. And I don't normally do this before or after my eyeliner, but it's kind of nice to have a guide to see, you know, how far you want to go on the edges. And to connect it. It's just giving it a little more glam. I'm going to take some more of Vortex, the darkest color, and really connect to that eyeliner and smudge it up under here. Just making it more dramatic. I did it very, very lightly for the first look, and now I'm going to make it more. And on that same note, this I definitely would never do before eyeliner, but because I wanted eyeliner for my medium look, I have to. So we'll see how this works. I'm going to take more Vortex, but now I'm being a little more aggressive with picking it up. I am still kind of, I'm not tapping, I'm kind of just fluffing it off. And I'm going to build up that crease even more with Vortex. Just make it more dark. Give it more towards the center, and you can see the difference here between the first go around and now, how you know, when you start here it just expands more, it goes out more, whereas when I started down here, which really is now mostly covered up by the eyeliner, I had more control. But I'm being more aggressive and I'm starting up higher, and I'm really putting it in the crease a lot more. I'm still kind of following that line though. I'm still going up toward my eyebrow, again, because I want my eyes to be bigger. I want them to look bigger. So, going up, and I'm not fully closing my eye either, which kind of helps keep it lower, helps keep it from being lower on my eyelid. If I keep my eye open, then I'm forced to move upward instead of downward. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth till I get that intensity I want. Trying to avoid the eyeliner, but it's okay if I do hit it because I can always go. Okay, for the dramatic look, I would skip the galaxy step, I think, and I would just go straight to to Nebula on the inner part of the eye towards the center. And then taking that same brush, Gold Clutch, more on the center, just to give it a little bit of kind of a gradient. And right in the middle, I'm just going to kind of blend them together. Kind of a fun way of doing that. A little more spray because this stuff is really glittery. I really want it to stick. You can kind of see it's already starting to transfer up to my upper eyelid. That's just the nature of my eyes. You might have that problem too. I'm just being careful of my eyeliner, but I think I'm gonna have to go back over it a little bit. Blending in the center. And then taking this brush, because it's clean, I have no idea what it is. It's just some sort of sample thingy I got. It's another pencil brush, fluffy. Because I lost a little bit of that cosmic color, the pink, I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up again and put it on the inner corner and be a little more intense with this as well. I want to take a little bit of Gold Clutch. This might make or break it, guys. I'm going to put it underneath. Eek. Right here. Because a little more gold never hurt anybody. Ha! I don't always put eyeshadow here because sometimes I forget I have it and then I rub my eye. But since we are going full on crazy glam, why not? Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more Vortex just because I feel like now we need this really smudged up down here to bring it all together. And you can see I'm going over further than I normally would. If it's gonna be dramatic under my eye, I want to make sure it's all kind of cohesive. So I just want to make sure this all blended together. Let's put a little bit of the eyeliner. Right there. Mascara, of course. These eyelashes over here have this weird tendency lately to turn in, and it drives me nuts. So I always have to work on this side. But some techniques, going back and forth like this as I'm going up and down my eyelashes, doing the tops and the bottoms, and not just stopping with one coat. So if you're not comfortable with false lashes, you can stop here. Nobody will judge you, and you will have a beautiful look. Let me show you. If you are comfortable, I really love the Ardell 172s. They're fluffy, but they're not overly dramatic. I feel like they look very natural. I don't know if you can really see them that well. They're just have a subtle fluff. And they aren't dramatic. So really, another reason to do falsies, get the Ardell 172s, because they're just subtle and you don't feel you know, wild and crazy. If you want to be wild and crazy, there are lots of really beautiful lashes and you should try them. I just really like these. And it's taken me quite a few years to learn how to do this, you guys. Any newbies here to makeup, don't feel bad if you cannot do this. And in fact, I mess up all the time. In fact, it's a bit of a miracle that this even worked. I like that the band isn't super big, so it just blends right in. And that's my super glamorous holiday look using the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you get one of these looks out of this palette or are inspired to try your own kind of natural glam to uber super glam lashes, sparkle, and all for your upcoming holiday parties. And if you really enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I'd love to have you guys hang around and see what else I do. You can follow me on Instagram at at Bug and Bird Photography. Hit like if you really enjoyed this video, and leave a comment if you'd like to see more videos like this, or even better yet, where you're going to try one of these holiday looks. What plans do you have that you're gonna go out and have some fun with makeup? And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.